that I can see about Islamic hate preachers. Stop bullying and patronising the silent majority, or they will rise in terrible revolt. As I may have said before, with so many on the left, it's not the principle that counts, but the side. And Donald Trump's win is the biggest FU to all his enemies, the media, the politicians, Wall Street, Hollywood.
It's part of the culture wars. They're trying to run a cultural revolution against men.
The ABC.
Hello and welcome to the Bolt Report. I'm Andrew Bolt, and joining me for this special roundtable discussion will be former Prime Minister and leader of the Liberal Party, Tony Abbott, and new member of the Liberal Democrats and former Labor leader, Mark Latham.
Great to be with you, Andrew.
Great to be here, Andrew. Thanks to both of you for coming on. Now, the first thing I wanted to talk about was the new policies that have been released by...
Shake my hand.
Thanks, Mark.
You want to go?
Yeah. There's a reason why we do these by satellite most of the time, but we're all here today in person to discuss what's going on in Australian politics. Now, Tony Abbott, to my right, has released a Conservative manifesto claiming to speak for the Conservative wing of the Liberal government. Tony, what was the thinking behind this? Because obviously your detractors will say that this is dividing the government.
Well, I just saw a government that wasn't sticking up for Conservative values. And that's what our party has always been built on. Especially in the economic sphere, I saw a party that was canteering to the left. I thought what Bill Shorten submitted in the budget was Labour-esque. I was not impressed. He was not encouraging free market and free enterprise, which is what we stand for as the Liberal Party.
Well, I certainly agree there. Is there any thought towards perhaps breaking off from the Turnbull Liberal Party?
Well, obviously my esteemed colleague Corey did, and not sure how that's going over there at Family First, the Australian Conservatives, but no, at the moment I think I'm happy to say the broad church of liberal values.
Now, Mark, you have been very outspoken in the political sphere in recent years, and now as a member of the Liberal Democrats. What's your perspective on the budget, the fallout, and where the Turnbull government is going?
Well, let me just start, Andrew, by saying that there's no real difference between the Liberal Party, the Labor Party these days. Everybody's the same. Everybody's drunk on political correctness. They don't want to say what's really wrong with this country, and they won't face up to the facts of what's really going on in this nation. And I'm disgusted, and I'm sick of it. And if you want real truth, you've got to come and listen to the Liberal Democrats. We've got some great ideas going there. Like, they're a little bit off the wall, a little bit different, but it's about political correctness gone mad in this country, Andrew. That's all I've got to say.
Well, so, I'd just like to say, Mark, don't you think your party leader David's a bit crazy? Like, I mean, I know that's coming from me, but seriously, he's...
Well, look, Tony, he's a man who knows his mind, and he's a man who speaks his mind, and he's not afraid of anybody. If we had more of that in Australian politics, we'd be in a better place. We'd be in a better place because he's honest.
Honesty, of course, very important, but not something we've come to expect from our politics.
Exactly, that's exactly what
those in the major parties.
That's exactly my point.
But how have you seen the Labor Party?
Oh, they're
decline?
They are a conga line of suckholes, Andrew. And I've used that term before, and I'll use it again proudly. They are a conga line of suckholes. Right? They stand for nothing. They are full of it. They are beholden to the inner city trendies who sip their pumpkin spiced lattes while eating their $28 avocado toast, complaining they can't buy a house. It's disgraceful. I'm sick of the Labor Party.
So, you've spoken a lot about the culture of political correctness that has infiltrated our society and is starting to kill off our Australian values. How important is political correctness? And I'm going to start with Tony on this one, because the government has not been as vocal as perhaps I would have liked on this issue.
Well, look, obviously, I've tried to be as vocal as I possibly can. I mean, the repeal of 18C, I think, was an important step in removing political correctness in public discourse.
Not far enough, Tony.
Well, yeah, look, Mark, I'd probably agree with you on that. I don't think that the Turnbull government went far enough, and I think it's probably going to damage the debate going forward, because people, in this country, we need to be able to offend people.
Yeah, that's
We
my
need to be
number one
able to-
modus operandi. David Lionel too, it's his favourite thing, offending people.
We need to be able to say to someone, without the worry of getting prosecuted under something like 18C, that what they're doing is wrong. We can question their culture, we can question their religion, we can question ethnic practices, and that is okay.
Well, Tony, I have, of course, been a victim myself of these horrific, totalitarian, cultural Marxist laws to do with 18C. And I can tell you that there are no redeeming factors to these laws. We must remove them immediately.
It's a police state.
It is a police state. And it's more than just the state, it's the culture. We're living in a time where there's a cultural revolution against men, against white people, against straight people, the traditional family, and it's an attack on religious values. It's no longer acceptable
Can
to
I
be a
just
Christian.
jump in there, Andrew? I absolutely agree with you. There is an attack on traditional Christian values in this country. I mean, from within my party, there's an attack on Christian values. I feel every day with them pushing this fucking plebiscite on same-sex marriage, a completely unfeasible policy 10 years ago. They're just attacking my rights as a Christian. Marriage is sacred. There is absolutely no place for same-sex marriage in this country.
Mark, would you like to weigh in on that issue?
Oh, look, I don't really have a comment on that issue, to be honest. People should be able to do basically what they want. This is where we differ, I think, Tony. This is where we're slightly different, is that you want to have a nanny state for the things that you care about. You want to be in people's bedrooms, telling them what they can and what they can't do. Well, good for you. We at the Liberal Democrats say, get out, butt out. Right? And that's what we're about.
So, some disagreement on this panel, but I think that all three of us would agree that we are living in the culture wars, that there is a clear war going on between the traditional Australian values that we know, we love, and we respect, and these inner city trendies, as Mark put it, who are intent on destroying the society that we've fought so long to create. And
Their beards and their tattoos, don't get me started.
And one area in which we've seen this is the breaking down of traditional gender lines. It's no longer acceptable to just say that there are men and there are women. What do you make of the whole transgender debate? We'll start with you, Tony.
Look, I don't know where to start, to be perfectly honest with you, Andrew. I'm not sure what Mark thinks about this. He seems to be more into the each to their own idea of thinking, but to be honest with you, I think it's a complete travesty. The idea that they're purporting something like the Safe Schools Coalition in Australian schools is an absolute violation of the rights of the child. You cannot be seriously telling me that it's okay to tell 6- and 7-year-old boys and girls that they might be the opposite genders.
Tony, you've got a one-track mind. You've got a one-track. All you care about is all you care about. Each to their own. Each to their own in Australia. That's what I've always said.
But Mark, how can we just leave each to their own? Don't we need a moral framework from which society can operate?
We, the Liberal Democrats, have one clear position here. Freedom from government.
Okay.
Freedom from government.
Look, Mark, I understand that you stick up for your libertarian values, but even you will agree that what they're doing with the Safe Schools Coalition is downright
The
dangerous.
left are the true propagators of hate speech in our society. The rhetoric used by Safe Schools campaigners and those in the same-sex marriage debate is, by definition, under 18C, it's hate speech.
No, look, Mark, I need to get a response on this. Do you think it's okay to push a political agenda in the classroom?
Well, I've heard rumours of teachers teaching global politics classes that's all that they do. And I'm outraged and disgusted. I hear that these people are being nominated for teaching awards. I hear that there are posters being stuck up for people, and I think it's disgraceful.
Well, maybe we can agree then, Mark, on one thing. The classroom needs to be free of a political agenda.
But not a religious one.
Well, Andrew, I definitely agree with you there. Obviously, with the recent disintegration of our society's moral framework under these grievous anti-religious laws like 18C, We've lost our moral way.
Well,
Moving on.
I think we've covered most of what can be said about this issue. But I do want to ask before we all go, what each of you think is the correct direction for Australia to move in? How do we combat political correctness? How do we end the culture wars?
Well, I think we are all in agreement on the fact that 18C needs to be abolished as a first step.
Yeah.
Now, I think me and Mark differ on the role of government. Mark doesn't seem to think that government should exist.
No.
But I would argue that government's got an important role to play in Australia going forward. It just shouldn't be trying to dictate what we can and can't say.
Yeah, look, I agree with you to a lot there, Tony. And it pains me to say it. It pains me to say it because I never thought I'd ever live to agree with a former Liberal Prime Minister. But there's something rotten at the heart of this country, and you need to have the guts, like you, Andrew, to stand up and say it.
Yeah, Andrew, you're Equality Australia.
Yeah, you're doing Australia.
Said.
Yeah, you're Australian hero.
I appreciate that. So, Mark, Tony, thanks for coming on the Bolt Report. And in the words of Voltaire, the left does not care about the policy or the idea, but simply about which side they fall on. The virtue signalers that we've come to accept into our society's leadership are doing an immeasurable amount of damage to Australian culture and our values. And to all of my loyal viewers, I ask that you stand up for what's right, you stand up for what you believe in, and you don't let the left win. We are in the culture wars, and we will win the culture wars.
Anyone want to wrestle?
Thank you, gentlemen.